The Forbidden Book of Enoch, a story of fallen angels, giants, and divine judgment. For centuries, an ancient book remained hidden, its words erased from sacred texts. A book that tells of angels who broke divine law, of monstrous giants who ruled the earth, and of a great flood that wiped them from existence. This is the story of the Book of Enoch, a tale of mystery, horror, and a forgotten warning that may still haunt us today. The book is divided into 5 main sections. 1. The Book of the Watchers tells the story of the fallen angels, the Watchers, who descended to earth, took human wives, and fathered the Nephilim, giants. 2. The Book of Parables describes Enoch's visions of heaven, the afterlife, and the coming judgment. 3. The Astronomical Book, a mysterious calendar system revealed to Enoch by angels. 4. The Book of Dream Visions, prophecies about future events, including the Great Flood. 5. The Epistle of Enoch, a final warning to humanity about the consequences of wickedness. Most scholars believe the book was written between 300 BCE and 100 CE, long after Enoch's time. However, it was written in his name, as ancient Jewish tradition often attributed wisdom texts to great historical figures. Regardless of its authorship, the book was influential. Its ideas influenced parts of early Christianity, Jewish mysticism, and even the Quranic view of Idris, alayhi salam. Long before the Great Flood, before Noah, there was a man named Enoch. Unlike others, Enoch was special. He lived a righteous life, so pure that the heavens themselves took notice. Then, one day, he was gone. The scriptures say he never tasted death. He was taken by God, vanishing from the earth without a trace. But before he disappeared, he left behind a prophecy, a warning of a great disaster, a war between heaven and earth, and of creatures who should have never existed. In the book of Genesis, 5:21-24, Enoch is described as a man who walked with God and never experienced death. This makes him one of the only 2 people in the Bible said to have been taken alive into heaven, the other being Prophet Elijah. In the New Testament, Enoch is mentioned again in Hebrews 11:5, confirming that he was taken by God without dying. The Book of Enoch, an ancient Jewish text, expands on his story. It claims that Enoch was given visions of heaven and the end of the world. He met angels and learned hidden knowledge about creation. He saw the corruption of the Watchers, fallen angels, and the rise of the Nephilim, giant offspring of angels and humans. He warned humanity of a coming great flood before being taken into heaven. The Watchers, angels who fell high above the world, watching over mankind, were the Watchers, a group of 200 angels assigned to observe human life. They stood at the edge of heaven, looking down at the world below. But as they watched, something unexpected happened. They saw the beauty of human women. Desire grew within them, and they could no longer resist temptation. Their leader, Samyaza, knew what they wanted was forbidden. If they chose to descend to earth and take human wives, they would be defying divine law. But he also knew they would not act alone. Standing before his fellow angels, he made them swear a terrible oath. If we fall together. One by one, the Watchers agreed, and with that, they descended from the heavens, abandoning their place among the divine. Their brilliant radiance dimmed as they took mortal form, stepping onto the earth for the first time. The Watchers took human wives, and from these forbidden unions came beings unlike any seen before, the Nephilim. These giants were enormous, towering over the tallest men. They were stronger, faster, and far more intelligent. At first, humans worshipped them as gods, but soon the Nephilim turned against mankind. Their hunger was insatiable. They devoured crops, livestock, and soon even humans. Cities burned, villages were destroyed, and no force could stop them. The world became a place of terror, ruled by beings that were never meant to exist. The Watchers did more than create the Nephilim. They gave humans knowledge never meant for them. Azazel, one of the fallen, taught men how to forge weapons, swords, shields, and armor. He taught them war. Armaros whispered secrets of dark magic, unlocking powers that should have remained hidden. Shamziel revealed the mysteries of the stars, giving knowledge of the heavens that mankind was not ready to understand. With this knowledge, civilization advanced, but at a terrible cost. Greed, war, and sorcery spread across the land. Humanity, once innocent, had become corrupt. The world was no longer pure. From the highest heavens, the cries of the innocent reached the throne of the Almighty. The corruption of the world could no longer be ignored. Judgment had to come. The great archangels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel, were sent to deliver punishment. Michael was sent to confront Samyaza, the leader of the Watchers. Gabriel was sent to turn the Nephilim against each other, making them destroy themselves in their rage. Raphael was sent to capture Azazel and imprison him deep beneath the earth. And Uriel brought the greatest punishment of all, the great flood. The sky grew dark. Thunder rolled across the heavens. The winds howled, and the first drops of rain began to fall. The earth trembled. Rivers overflowed. The ocean swelled. The floodwaters rose higher and higher. The Nephilim, once thought to be invincible, screamed as the waves crashed over them. Their massive bodies were swept away, vanishing beneath the depths. The Watchers, bound in chains of light, were dragged into the abyss, cast into a deep prison beneath the mountains and deserts, where they would remain for all eternity. And when the floodwaters finally receded, the world was cleansed. The horrors of the past were washed away. The Nephilim were gone. The Watchers were no more. Humanity was given a second chance. But was it truly the end? The lost Book of Enoch. For centuries, the Book of Enoch was lost, removed from the Bible, hidden from history. It was erased, as if mankind was never meant to remember what had happened. Then, in the 18th century, a copy was discovered in Ethiopia. The lost story resurfaced, and with it, the ancient warning. Some say it is just a myth. Others believe it is a prophecy, one that has yet to be fulfilled. Because the Watchers are not dead. They are only imprisoned, beneath the earth, beneath the mountains, waiting. And one day, their prison may be broken. And when they return, will we be ready?